Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Ride or Dies. We're talking about Naruto this morning. Happy New Year, everybody.
Right away we are.
Happy New Year, happy
Happy.
holidays, all of the season's tidings to you and your loved ones. We're back. Your favorite.
We're all watching Naruto.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
We are
Thank
back
God.
to
One Piece, thank you.
We're celebrating
Oh, God.
the new year in
Not
the
in my
only
house.
way that we know how, which is to play your favorite D&D show on the internet.
Right.
That's
That's what we're doing.
it.
High rollers.
That's what I like about you, Dakota, is your confidence. Every time you say that,
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
gather together to host the High Rollers stream.
No, they
Are
host
they streaming
us.
right now?
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't think
They're
so.
on UK time,
At
right?
noon on a Sunday?
Anyway,
They are not.
At noon.
They are 6 hours ahead.
Oh,
It's like
Jesus.
6 p.m. for them.
Time zones are barely real. I hate them.
I don't even
Barely. Anyway,
Eating during lunchtime, and you guys are like, it's early morning.
I'm having some coffee.
Crazy.
I'm just waking up.
I am also having coffee and just waking up, but it's noon, so it's sad for me.
Anyway, we're
Man
back
is smart.
after our winter hiatus. We are going to pick things up. We reached actually a really good stopping point at the end of our last session, right before we went on break for Christmas and for the New Year.
Sure, according to you.
According to me, as our party finished off defeating the Green Lord, a lich which had plagued them since they had first arrived in the Forbidden Lands, and with the ominous warning of a potential new threat coming from the empty dunes to the far north of Athelas, the adventurers headed back to their home base of Athelas to rest, regroup, and figure out what their next course of action will be. So,
We've got a date with the dragon.
we've got a date with the dragon.
Before we head into that, though, a word from our sponsor.
Oh yeah. Thank you for keeping us professional, Cam.
Thank you, Cameron.
Have
Not
you ever
sponsored.
thought, I haven't played The Evil Within, but I want to jump blind into The Evil Within 2, because why not? Or,
Every day.
more
It's a good one.
importantly,
He's
I
been
literally just
aggressively
finished-
playing it every day for the past few weeks.
I literally just finished playing that last night.
aggressively.
Guys, you're ruining
Or-
the ad.
more importantly, thought lawn mowing is a wonderful task that I can't take on at this time of year. But
Ooh.
with Lawn Mowing Simulator, both games you
Ooh.
can get free with Prime Gaming.
Now you're
Wow.
speaking
By
my
linking
language.
your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch.television account, you can get both of them for free. You know what else you can get? A free Twitch subscription to any of your favorite Twitch accounts. Perhaps you want to subscribe to Tarek, or perhaps you want to subscribe to Harry of the Yogscast, who is currently playing Minecraft. You can. Or you could also sub here if you really want. But only if you really want to. Like,
No,
you don't
definitely.
want any
Even
free
if you
subs.
only slightly want to.
Even if you don't want to, honestly.
Even
give it a
if you
shot
don't
anyway.
want to.
Even if you don't want to use it, you still should. Just a
How do you
shot.
know you don't want
By
to? You
watching
haven't
this
tried.
stream, you're legally obligated to Twitch sub to this channel.
We've got you on contracts.
We but say it is very, very well confirmed that Dakota enjoys pity subs.
Exactly.
He's into it.
Like a
You know what?
coward.
In someone's
Mhm.
immortal words, we take those.
We don't
believe-
kink shame, but Dakota likes pity subs.
I
Yeah.
believe
All right.
that
Listen here.
Tsunade said that after Naruto defeated Pain.
Anyway.
Exactly what he said.
We take those, Naruto. We take those dubs.
We win these. We win
We take
these.
those. Don't talk about it. Don't tell anyone. We take those. We won.
I also would like to make a small announcement. As of, I think, a week ago, our YouTube channel is finally up and running. With the last
Nice.
5 episodes of Ride or Dice up there, as well as day 1 of my Witcher 3 stream, which I did earlier last
Wow.
week.
Yo!
You have a
We
link
have,
throw in
you know,
chat?
the first 40 episodes of Ride or Dice up, or?
Nope, those are gone to the ether.
Great!
Yay!
Yay! So,
Thanks, Twitch.
yep, exactly.
No.
Do we know, Dakota, do we know vocal tomes? He's got
Yep,
sub.
that's Brittany. Thanks for the sub, Brittany. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Brittany.
Yeah, thank you, sub.
Brittany, I heard you take pity subs. Yes, exactly. Brittany runs a really.
Almost all we take.
Exclusively.
Brittany's part of a really fantastic D&D group that also plays each week. They're called Geeks with Kids, I think. I don't remember what day you play,
Okay.
but feel free to
I'm gonna go
give
look.
yourself a shout out. Anyway, so with that, assuming there are no other announcements, we are going to go ahead and dive back into things. As you guys have emerged from the portal, you've each taken a long rest. Those of you who are currently sleeping, recover whatever hit points, spell slots, features that you need. And in the morning, yes, Cameron?
What level of exhaustion am I at?
I believe you're at level 3.
Okay.
You need to do something about that.
Yeah, does
Nah,
anyone...
we're just gonna let him die.
What is? How many levels of exhaustion can you get before you literally just pass out?
5 or
5?
6.
6,
Okay.
I think.
Well,
I think
Well,
6 is instant death.
oh well, we're gonna find out, aren't we?
He just needs a nap and a snack. He'll be okay.
Has it gotten to the point where any of us like notice the exhaustion level on?
Oh,
No?
certainly. At this point, yes, it's very clear. Especially as you guys wake up and you find no downstairs in the sort of parlor of your mansion. Kind of just staring at a wall for a moment, his eyes like totally listless. Just seemingly lost in thought. He has extremely dark circles under his eyes at this point. His has like kind of like a hunched posture. He does not look like he's doing well.
All right, small. I'm gonna huddle everyone together on the stairs as we look at No down in the main room before we enter the room. All right, I don't know what the fuck's going on with his sleeping schedule. I know we've all been pretty fucking stressed these last few days. That's totally fair, but I don't know if he would be opposed to being put to sleep magically. Is that possible?
You mean you want to kill him?
No, no. Hang on. No. Okay, no.
You mean-
There's, to actually like make him go to sleep, like real sleep,
Oh.
unconsciousness,
Oh.
not death,
Okay.
just unconsciousness.
Put to
Without,
sleep, not put down.
Yes, not put down.
Which
put to
was a
sleep.
real
Yeah, just put to sleep.
misunderstanding I had in my childhood.
What?
Oh, I remember this actually. Yeah.
I
Dakota
mean-
killed many people.
Dakota murdered
mean-
several people before he realized the semantic
Well,
error.
often-
I
You
often
just
think
messaged
of
me.
myself
Welcome
as a
to
young
sleep.
Dexter.
You look like it.
Shut the fuck up, Keaton. Can't believe this.
You literally opened that door.
So, does anyone have any magic sleep spells? I don't think I have any. I know
No.
I don't have any.
I don't have something that can make him go to
I
sleep.
don't think
but
so.
I got a ball that can keep him still.
I could kill him.
Okay, well, let's hang on.
That's it.
Dakota, is there anyone with any like general apothecary skills in
Or
the
maybe
area
we
that
could-
we might be able to get some potionry done through?
Garm is currently the only alchemist you really have in town. A couple other people have some basic herbalism experience, but you haven't really gone out of your way to find any sort of specialist alchemist.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I might go see if I can buy like a real strong tea or something from someone in the area to stimulate the economy a bit, as it were.
Melatonin.
Yeah, something like that. I know we don't have much, but maybe get some like eucalyptus leaves he can chew on or something like that that'll put him to sleep. I don't know.
Like a real big humble
Poison.
brag, Reggie. Just you being like, I might stimulate the economy a bit as a treat.
We're just weighted
but I-
down with gold coins.
You can't even
he
read
was
it
a
because of the
noble.
blur on my camera. I have a whole section where we have like some 1,000 gold and platinum pieces
Oh,
from
yeah.
last session that I
Okay, do we
didn't
ever
put
get the
into my
breakdown for that?
inventory, and I'm like, oh, I guess I should do something with some of this money that I'm carrying around.
Yeah, let me do some math real quick so I can tell people what they got specifically, because I have the totals down. I didn't. Hold on.
And can
Stay
I do like a
tuned.
15-minute shopping episode to get some tea then, Dakota?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Anyone want to come with?
Calculator.
Shopping for tea?
I'm gonna be in my room sorting out the money.
Cool.
I mean, sorry, I was finishing my lunch. If we're looking to procure some tinctures or the like, we could arrange a meeting with Juniper and see if she has any sort of herbs or anything that might assist with that.
I think perhaps if it goes a step further, if we can't get him to go to sleep voluntarily, I think I suggested magic perhaps a bit too hastily. I remembered when I had previously cast a spell on No, and he was not a big fan. So maybe regular herbal tea first, and then if he still doesn't take a nap, we go talk
Or-
to Juno.
Or perhaps we could try speaking with him on
Oh,
the
sure.
issue and see if there is
Yeah,
some
no-
sort of emotional issue that is
It was more of just
preventing him from
offering a
finding his
beverage.
lunch.
You know, I feel like that's customary. No, is it not hot beverage?
I mean, if you just want some basic tea with some more common relaxing herbs that is actually more within my wheelhouse than your more adventure or standard alchemy.
We are
So-
cartoon characters.
That's what I've been operating.
I love-
under. What do you mean?
I love the idea that Asariel, Saren, and Reggie are all huddled around the staircase. They're like, okay, how are we gonna force No to go to sleep?
How are
And
we gonna put him
Garm
down?
like points up from the back and he's like, has anyone tried talking to him?
Who's gonna suggest that?
I like Serial hasn't said anything.
That's true, that's true.
The second.
No, Asariel said, I have an
Sorry, I was
iron.
drawing his bow.
Asariel says, I have an iron ball that I can wrap him in.
That's right. Actually.
I can Pokeball him.
Still.
And Saren, the second that someone was like, "Ooh, maybe we need some money to go buy stuff," Saren was like, "Oh, fuck the money," and ran back upstairs.
Slams the door.
And starts writing numbers.
Absolutely.
Gets out her abacus.
Mm-hmm.
Look, somebody has to keep track because we owe so much in taxes. I think this ends with us evading taxes.
I think we
There's
only
no way for us
owe
to pay
so
at
much
this
in
point.
taxes because we are making so much.
Yeah,
Well,
but I don't want to give them any of my money, though.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
now finally understand
Wow.
billionaires.
We've
I was
also
about to say I was
Conservative
like, wow.
Saren.
Corrupted.
Conservative Saren confirmed.
I believe that
Well, and also,
Saren is
like,
a
we've-
libertarian.
Yep.
purchased things worth several thousand gold pieces. So, like, do we pay taxes on the
Oh.
gold that we've already spent?
Yeah.
How would they know that we had it though? Like, is it
What
the
if-
gold? Isn't the tax a percentage based on what we bring back? So, like, if we just spend all the money, while
Keegan,
we're
are
I
you
mean,
are you
I'm
suggesting that we
proficient-
start laundering money?
I'm suggesting we straight up just commit tax fraud.
You know, my favorite part about D&D is the tax politics.
I think it's fantastic.
It's Dakota's favorite too. Look at his face; he's so
I'm
excited.
thrilled.
I am
I like-
proficient in forgery, like the forgery stuff. So I could potentially have a second ledger besides my first ledger. That's how much money we've gotten the whole time because I've been keeping track. So for taxes,
Aaron's second
I could
ledger
cook
is
the
just gonna
books.
say 0 monies.
None. We didn't make any money.
zero
Sorry.
monies. Fuck you. And I'm just covered in
I
gold
just
and
want to
jewels.
say that cooking the books should be an ability and a skill score in Call of Cthulhu.
You
Yes.
can have it. You can have
Absolutely.
any skill in Call of Cthulhu.
It's just like, fast talk, persuasion, cooking the
Accounting.
the
books.
Accounting.
Generating fake invoices.
Yeah, we
Missing
might
quotes,
launder some of our money. Yeah.
Accounting.
Brittany says D&D really is taking an hour to open an unlocked door in tax evasion.
That's actually why they're getting rid of the OGL.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not get into that.
Alright, so what business?
Cook
What
book.
business in town can we use to launder our money? Honestly, probably Reggie's forge.
I was about to say the smithy that we own.
No shirts allowed.
Gotta clean up. Yeah, we could clean it up at Shirts Not Allowed.
I mean,
I
I
just
think
said
we
that.
own every business in town as
Well.
of right now.
I think we
Which
quite
there
literally
are
do
one.
free business.
There is one. One
Mhm.
We're
business.
All the other ones
we are
owe their lives
landlords.
to us. Ugh.
Is there really only the one? Do we have no farmers?
You do, but
No salespeople?
you
not
do.
Like
Okay.
fishermen and stuff. That's not really.
The general store has not been set up yet. We've spent like 4 weeks
Spent so much time on like
building
a
up the
temple.
town.
Okay, hang on. Let's talk to No first, and then let's figure out what the fuck's going on because we've been gone for a while. Is my cousin even here still? I
Yes.
really don't know.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
I
no,
do
at
know
this-
apparently.
No, at this point has wandered outside and it's just shuffling down the streets.
You gotta get him.
All right, hang on. Let's get him. Let's go grab him.
Real quick, I finished the money. Do you guys want to hear what you got?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you guys have
That
pencils?
was real quick.
Yeah, math. There's 5 of us.
There's also only 5 categories of money.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1,480 copper each. 6,400 silver.
6,400.
Yep.
Okay.
2,600 gold. 340 platinum. Oh, heard an echo there. And then each of us gets 1 emerald and 1 opal. Except Garm, you get 2 emeralds. There is an odd number.
I think
Nice.
I also forewent my gems because I took the 4 diamonds that we got for Revivify.
That's okay. You can still take the, I would say.
Yeah,
Still
but
take
Bessie,
that.
you took them because spell components. That's different.
Yeah.
Sure.
But he can spend them.
But
Full
I could.
disclosure.
I could. I never said that I'm specifically going to use them on healing y'all. I could just get
You
some
better.
money. It's like next
Full
time
disclosure.
someone dies, I'm just like, ooh.
Oh,
I got
full disclosure.
actually.
Full disclosure, there was an extra opal, and I took it for myself because it's a nice gem, and Saren liked it. She might make some earrings.
DM, are the gemstones just bog standard like things? Because in D&D Beyond, it just has them valued at 1,000 gold each. Is that correct? Because
Oh, but where are we going to sell them?
a lot.
The emeralds are correct.
Well-
I assigned different values to some of the other things.
Sure, that's what I just wanted to see.
Where did I put it?
I can't wait to just never
Oh,
spend
sorry.
any of this money.
Apologies. Emeralds are worth
Like,
500
bury
golds.
Okay. We
The
should bury some of our
opals-
money?
The opals are each worth 250, and the diamonds are each worth 1,000.
I think that's
Jesus.
why.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab more coffee. Give me 2
Cool.
seconds.
Saren is the accountant of the group. And that's fun for me.
Really need to offload some of this money and some bullion because I've got like almost 200 pounds of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are you guys storing this money? I'm assuming you're not at this point carrying it all around in like backpacks and sacks, like overflowing with coins and gems.
No
It's
has
inside.
No
Sorry,
has
go ahead.
one big sack that hangs right from his belt,
Oh no.
right off his loincloth, just
Amazing.
walking around town.
That's incredible.
Saren has
He's-
put a lot of it into her
No wonder you're exhausted.
mattress, and she meticulously sews it up every time she has to go in and grab some or put some in.
I was
That's
gonna
pretty good
say-
too.
I was gonna say no has been rendered infertile from the amount of trauma of 100-pound bag of coinage. Just
That's why he's so tired.
It's constitution training.
That's all we have to do. We gotta get him to just move it a little bit, and
Yeah.
then he
He's-
can fall
he's
asleep.
a-
He's like Rock Lee, okay? He's gonna take that weight off and he's gonna be so fucking fast.
he's gonna jump
But
straight
like
to the
just his
moon.
dick.
Just his dick. Gonna be so quick.
Currency induced testicular torsion. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What a way to get a
The rich really do suffer.
My lord.
It's just like me, for real, for real.
For real. That's why the wealthy
Jeff-
have less kids. Because
He's
of
just
their
like a-
massive sacks of coin slapping against their schlongs all day long.
Alright, part one notes.
We were making plans for the day, and I come back and we're talking about coinage-induced testicular torsion. What happened?
Yo, chat, if this is your first episode of Ride or Dice, you came in on a good one.
Yep, exactly. What is this emote?
It doesn't. It's just
been a
this.
long break.
This emote is very good.
We're getting it out of our systems, folks. It's been a while. We missed
Yeah.
each other.
This
Keegan,
is some of the least questionable things we've said. after
Yeah,
a
that's
long
very
break.
true.
but Keegan, we were talking about where we're keeping the money since it's not possible to carry it around.
Sure.
Um,
Do we have like
Saren's is in her mattress, but Nose is in a sack just around.
It's
Good.
hanging right from his belt buckle.
Stand up again.
several thousand pounds
Yeah,
of...
it's swinging between its
Dude.
legs.
You know how fucking heavy gold is?
Yeah,
You
I
have,
said,
like, 600 or 700 pounds worth of gold coins just
I said it was
dangling
like
from your...
Rock Lee's weight training. He's gonna take it off and he's gonna move so fucking quick.
Your fucking lord.
Just
All right, well,
I've also been watching a lot of Naruto, so
that's fair.
The
But
Have
these
you?
money-
when
I have it set up in an old piece of armor. It's just in like the same chest that the other sword is kept in, and the money's piled into the old armor and then overflowing
Jesus
through the armor.
when the
You know how much self-control it takes Saren not to sneak into your rooms at night and steal your gold?
when No removes
So
the coin
easy.
purse, that's when he transforms into Inferno.
Remove the limiters.
I thought that
And
was
this
I thought that
is
was
to
a
go
Bazalt
further
sword.
beyond.
Oh my god.
Wait, is he taking off his pants right now?
Yeah.
It's also his
It's like-
belt, though, so his pants fall
The
down.
One Piece is real.
Oh.
God help us if he action surveys.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, the Lich from the afterlife is going like, these fucking idiots, these fucking ones are the ones.
Yeah,
Exclusively.
just to get a Bleach reference in there, every time he unbuckles his pants, he says Bankai as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Bankai, and then his pants drop.
JD says you can just trade it in for platinum pieces, and Brittany says the true One Piece is the dicks you meet along the way. Oh
We
my
should
God.
set up a bank.
I'm gonna
I don't know
throw
where
up.
we're gonna get the platinum, but we should establish like a bank or
We
something.
really should. We should be like
People
lending
laundry
out
through the bank.
money or something with interest rates. Dakota, could we find it? Can you look up how? Actually, you work for a bank. Can you just
don't work
have
for a
us set
bank.
up a bank?
I specifically do not work
Yeah.
for a bank.
Okay,
Close
so,
enough,
so,
you know?
so just so we're clear, we're totally not colonists in this game,
Yes.
and we're definitely not setting up a money laundering bank scheme.
Correct.
I do think we
Which
should.
will almost
Actually.
certainly not be run by the Goblin Papa.
No, of course not.
Oh, I
I
love
was
him.
envisioning more of like a local credit union. Like we could start,
That's
get
nice.
start businesses, you know?
No,
That's a good idea.
I have to
That's a
say,
very good idea.
this was not at all how I was anticipating this session to start off this morning. I always knew we would get to credit unions at some point in this campaign, but I was not expecting it today.
It worries me that you
No,
knew that would happen.
I might start lending out money, yeah.
No is certainly not putting all of his gold into Crypt Exchange.
Oh,
Oh my god.
shut the fuck up.
Lich
It
coin.
will have
It's got a bunch of
value.
NFTs.
Lich coin.
Lich
It can
coin
only go up.
will have value.
Lich coin is worth
promise.
nothing right now, so it can only go up. It's perfect.
Everyone takes a long walk into the
You
ocean.
could do
and
an
take a
insurance
bath.
scheme.
Take it
What
to
was-
the astral plane.
That's right.
What was the name of the little goblin papa's kid?
Squirt.
The genie one?
Squirt.
Yes.
Dogecoin and
Smart.
dividends.
It's just we'll go in and Papa's sitting in a big chair. You come
Smoking
to
a
me
cigar.
come to me. on the day of Squirt's wedding.
I want that one shot really bad now.
God.
I just
Worth
want
putting
I
the
want
The
fan
God
art.
Papa.
The
I
God
want
Papa.
I want fan art of Papa as fucking Vito Corleone.
Yeah. Oh.
There's lemons in the background.
Yeah, just so many lemons.
And a
He's,
big,
he's
Got a lemon in
chasing,
his hand.
he's
and a big
chasing
pot of
Squirt
soup.
with that sprayer, and then he falls over dead.
Oh.
Spoilers for The Godfather Part 1, by the way.
Don't
So-
ask me about my
so-
business, Squirt.
So
Oh
should
my
we?
God.
So should we talk? So should we talk to No?
Yeah, how far up the
No.
street has he gone in his like?
No's like through the
delusional
room gate at this
bit?
point.
Diane Keaton is there too.
Oh my god.
No
Just
character,
Diane
no nothing.
Keaton.
Just
Don't
Diane.
ask me about my business.
Don't ask me about my business, Diane.
Oh my god.
Um,
It's
Sure
the
you didn't know.
hobgoblin. It's the hobgoblin captain. Is Diane Keaton.
If anyone's new to D&D and wondering what actual play is like, this is it. It's 2 hours of bullshit and 1 hour of play.
Oh my god.
This is completely unrelated, but I ran a campaign for my roommates 2 weekends ago, or last month, maybe, something like that. They had asked me to run a campaign about dragons and about zombies. And so I built a session 1 about dragons and about zombies. Do you want to guess what session 1 was about? The Powerpuff Girls. And trying to find him from the Powerpuff Girls because the town that they were in happened to be called
That's
Townsville.
amazing.
And I forgot that's a Powerpuff Girls reference. And they were like, "Oh, we're running with it now. Where are the Powerpuff Girls?" And that's
Ooh.
no dragons.
City of
The zombies are a
Townsville.
forgotten threat.
The
They're
best
totally
laid
wrong.
plans. The best laid plans. Sometimes you
Yeah,
tell
actually-
people about a spooky
Oh my
mage
God.
tower to the north and they just never investigate it.
Is there a mage tower to the north?
Yeah, when I asked Dakota
Oh,
to
I'm
play
gonna throw
this
up.
game, like to start this session with us, I was like, "Hey, I want no references to financial institutions or The Godfather," and yet
Godfather.
here we are.
Well,
That was in my
too
session
damn
zero. It was my stop sign in the session zero. Financial institutions and
That's what I put as my stop sign. I was
yeah.
like, "This is my red sign. I will not go any further."
Okay.
And we
So we're
certainly
gonna
are not
keep
going to talk
the
about
money-
Marlon Brando.
I don't have my
We're
extra
gonna-
guys, but
We're gonna keep the money laundering thing in the back of our minds because we want to do that, but we
What?
should probably find No and stop him from dying. Right? We're all agreed.
Yeah, let's get him.
Am I money
No,
laundering
no.
stuff?
At this point, is like a Victorian woman staring out to sea, just with like
Look
a
at that
shawl
Victorian
wrapped,
child.
He's
wrapped
gonna
around him.
accidentally
Like,
drown himself. Let's get him.
Who's that man in
Yeah.
Victorian dress?
why does he look so good in it?
So
The
true.
tiefling in black.
No,
because
no,
Corleone
no,
is my safe word.
no.
He's clearly
Shut
delusional.
up.
Let's go get him.
All right. No more, no more.
The circle is complete.
I have got to bring up the chat. I'm missing this glory.
We have been so fortunate that our chat has been like relatively slow.
Yeah.
If we had like people spamming chat all fucking time, I would die. I could
We'd never
not
get
operate.
anything done. We
I
really
could
would
not
do
We
operate.
can't get anything done anyway.
Yeah, we just be hanging out with people. All right, let's go get No. Aaron, do you want to go get No? Shall we grab him? He seems a bit delusional. Yeah.
Good
Okay.
idea.
We're gonna go snatch No off the banks of the ocean before he jumps.
Hey, No.
He's been thinking about
How you
Papa
doing?
as the head of a mafia family.
We approach No and he turns and he's like, "Guys, I have a fantastic idea for a screenplay. I know what it's fucking amazing. We need to get Papa on the line now."
He hasn't been able to sleep since he found that chocobo head in his bed.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh, you
No,
like
it's
that?
the-
You
it's
like
the
that,
dream
Cameron?
stag. It's not a chocobo, it's a dream stag for sure.
Oh.
Oh, R.I.P. We care too much about animals for that to be very funny. Oh
Yeah.
no.
That one backfired.
Not the
I see her.
gazelle.
Okay.
My
Moving
dear.
forward.
You guys do
I
eventually
see
catch up
you.
with No. He doesn't make it too far down.
Not at half speedy, don't.
Yeah.
Slow ass. We catch up to him. We can take him out. I mean,
Start beating the shit out of him as soon as we get there. He's exhausted. We have our chance.
Shook. Oh no.
Oh Jesus. I'll read out chat. So Brittany says, "Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect D&D squad. But the dungeon master accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction: Chemical X. Thus, ye Powerpuff Fighters were born. Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil. That's very
Well,
good.
Local terms.
we're more of a starting crime kind of gang,
All right.
Hmm.
Anyway,
We're more of
Oh,
a being there while crime is
They're
happening.
like
Yeah.
the really buff guys who are wearing the Powerpuff costumes. You know, the really buff with the like
Yeah.
goatee sticking through the big face.
Yeah.
mhm.
I actually really like this load everything into a bag of holding idea and eat shit like a flood. I feel like this would actually work
I
perfectly.
read that and I was like, Keegan's gonna do that now.
I don't have the bag. I don't have a bag of holding.
I
Well,
fixed.
you're never getting one. No.
We do need a bag of holding because my mattress is full of gold. It's very uncomfortable.
Bag of holding will just be the bank. So there's no actual.
No, we need
building
a
for
real
the
bank. I want to lend out. I want to make money, take advantage of all these people.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh my
Hang
god.
on.
They're the good guys,
Before
right?
we even go get no.
Look,
Sarah,
Saren wants to have fun too.
Can we server mute Catherine?
Yep.
Damn.
It's done.
Saren likes what she
Government
likes.
engine.
She's, you know,
I-
she's
I
been doing a
love
lot
you,
of
but
good
you
lately.
lack
She
melon in
misses
the show.
crime.
Alrighty. So
All right,
you catch
let's
up
get
with
no.
Okay.
you catch up with him.
We go to, yeah,
Uh,
have speed ads.
no, buddy,
What?
you're looking a little
Hey.
weary. You been sleeping much?
Doesn't seem like you have been sleeping much.
I'll tell you what. Let's go back to the mansion, the manor.
No, I'm
Whatever it is.
I'm
Hmm,
fine.
I don't.
You're going to die.
Where to now?
Oh, we're not leaving town
Ed.
for a few days. We have some errands to take care of and things to deal with here. So
All
we're
right.
just-
An
Well,
accounting to
And we need to catch up on our rest.
are we
Yeah.
are we working on something?
Well, we wanted you specifically.
Uh-oh.
The
told us
DM
about
just disappear. What the fuck?
Hold on, I'm back.
Cameron.
Wait, hold on.
I think I'm back. My camera isn't
Okay.
back.
You're the dungeon master
Yes.
now.
Cameron,
I
have
know,
you
I'm
told us
sorry,
about
man.
the dream deer at all?
I mean, you would know about it.
But like
Because
that
I
you've met
bought
him
it.
in your dreams?
I don't think I have.
Okay. Well, then never mind. That
But
I was hoping we could get him to like go to sleep. You got to meet your dream deer.
I would assume
It's
that I've
important.
mentioned it probably in passing because the deer disappeared from,
Hmm.
you know.
Okay. In that case, we were thinking that that dream deer would be beneficial to the group, so we could continue doing our important work, as you know. So perhaps you could focus on sleeping and trying to commune with it. You know, that would be very useful to us as a group if you did that.
But it's the middle of the day. I'm not gonna
I know.
sleep in the middle of the day. We
Uh.
could work on the library or
Or
So
you know,
we have a few days. I mean, to be fair, the time for sleeping is at night. Did you sleep last night? Because if the answer is no, then I mean, it's it doesn't matter if it's not really supposed to sleep during the day because you didn't sleep when you were supposed to anyway. So we might as well just switch everything up, right?
yeah. That way you could be more aware, perhaps tonight when you wake up, all rested. You could maybe do a few rounds around the manor to make sure everything is safe for us, you know?
safe.
Well, it's probably safe, but like just to make sure we've not done that, you know? We've not had a watch at our own home.
We have guards and stuff out and about. We will know if someone's approaching, but we think it will be best if you got some rest. I understand that it's not the time, but there's more time for chores later. We have other things that we can do.
There are enemies in town.
No. No.
We got the Lich, remember? He was the closest enemy we had.
We got him.
Everyone else is miles away.
I just mean, like, you could do some exploring if you wanted to in town. See what has changed since we left. See if there are new buildings, that kind of thing. And you could do it at night where no one will bother you after you've gotten some rest.
I'll do some exploring. And he's gonna start turning and walking away.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, well, no, not right now.
When you wake up after,
When you wake up.
You can't notice too much in this state. You know that, right? You know your brain's not 100% there while you're this tired.
What are you hiding from me?
Quite literally nothing, my friend. You're 90% asleep
I'll not be
already.
hiding less. You're just not perceiving a lot. It seems like we're lying.
Your eyes aren't even open right now. I'm pretty sure you're
I need
actually
to go to bed.
standing up, having this conversation.
You're trying to pull something on me.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to pull your feet out from under you so you'll get into bed. Yes.
Trying to pull you into a bed for
Yes.
sleep.
That was a better version of what I was trying to say.
No, yeah, I'm just agreeing, Just give him a couple perspectives.
Reggie is trying to get you into a bed. No, I would take this as a compliment.
Reggie, what happens in the forge stays in the forge. We've talked about this already.
What happens in the
You know,
forge?
that was the cereal, not me. I'm not one for beds. They're a little too creaky.
Speaking of Reggie, if you ever come near
Do
me
you
with
sleep
that
on?
room again,
Do you
I
sleep
will
with a
set you on
nest?
fire.
Oh, are we talking about sleeping?
You sleep in a net? Should we all sleep?
Where's Gar?
Where is Garm?
He's just face palming up near the
Oh,
mirror.
he's there. Garb is there.
Look, I have the lowest charisma
Is
in this
everyone
party.
here?
It's got a weird
like,
ugly head every
but
once
like
in a while.
every scenario, these two have decided to dive into some inane shit.
I'm trying to make him
We're
go
gonna
to
have to
sleep.
realize if we have the chance, we're just gonna talk, Saren and I. So someone else needs to speak up.
That's
before we
true.
have
No,
the chance.
absolutely
I won't
not.
shut the fuck up.
Absolutely not. I will watch you two trip dick first into every situation. And I don't even mean that like in like sex or anything is getting in the way. Just
Literally tripping over Reggie's massive penis. That's
I'm gonna go
Well,
grab some
I mean,
coffee really
Reggie,
quick.
it's
I'll be
very
right back.
sexual,
Feel free to
but-
keep this scene going.
Oh,
Dakota's leaving. Okay.
I'm just
really?
getting coffee.
No rules, guys.
Wow.
We can add as much money as we want. Go.
Level
Let's all
20!
switch characters and see
10,000
if he
platinum now.
notices.
Okay.
but
No.
Hmm.
I think it's
I
nap
don't
time.
know.
Yes. And I feel like it's good.
I will watch over you.
No, I was actually going to take first shift, and then Asariel had offered second shift. So we're good. We don't need to watch. You're just going to take a nice long nap.
I'm gonna.
Garm
uh,
and Sarah.
Seen Goodwill Hunting?
All right.
Because
Hold a moment.
Saren puts her. Okay.
No, just stay there for a moment, would you? Keep watch right here, and I'm going to sort of gather Saren and Reginald together, and I put my hands on their shoulders and I say, "You're not saying inane shit, so I don't need to pull you aside." I bring in Asariel too to be inclusive.
no. It's okay. I'll stand watch with no.
My God.
I understand
Just scold me already.
that the goal is to make No take a rest and get some sleep. But I think we're ignoring that there is likely an underlying issue that is preventing him from doing that. So I think what we should be doing is trying to address what's wrong with him, try to find out what that is, rather than just tell him that he needs to go sleep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn them back out and
Okay,
push them
wait,
back
hang on.
towards No.
Before you push me out, you seem to have a very clear idea of what you once said in this. Could you maybe talk as well?
Saren's already walking back to No.
God damn it.
I'll say while that's happening, it's like,
Yeah.
let's say let's have the person with 8 charisma, help out the exhausted person.
Same.
So I'm standing next to him, it's like, like when Garm shuffles him away, it's like, no, you're aware you're killing yourself at this rate, right?
That's what I said. Said he's going to die.
You need your fucking sleep.
No. So
I'm not a
Garm.
monster, elf boy.
Oh. Watch it.
Sorry, I was completely thrown off by the elf boy comment.
That was a lot. So Garm just gave me some good advice, no? And that we can't make you just go to bed. So please tell us what's wrong with you, please.
I'm so good.
You don't seem good. Tell us what's wrong with you, please.
Some people seem things and some people don't see things, and
Mhm.
that's just the way of the world, Saren. I don't know.
Mm. I put my hand on his shoulder. What's wrong with you?
I put my hand on her shoulder. What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with me is that I do not know what is wrong with you. Please tell me now. No.
If no,
What happened? What's your
oh
deal?
god, I get it. Never mind.
It's a good Bill Hunting. Yeah, I'm just repeating.
But if it's about the
Shake your
tower,
hand.
if it's about the tower, it's not your fault.
I'm not slimy or anything, so don't shake your hand when you take your hand off of me. It's side problem. Side problem.
It's a racist, actually. We're not. It's like looking at a snake.
He's
and
a
thinking it's
sleepy
slimy.
racist.
I mean, I was elf boy 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Go to bed so you're not
Hi,
racist.
Garm.
Don't call him a slur or anything.
He clearly wants to
Hello,
talk
my
to you.
friend.
I feel like
Certainly. Oh, Reginald, Saren, Isario. I do have a small errand that I'd like you to run on my behalf.
Yep.
Um, would you
Sounds
be
like a
able
great
to
idea.
run past the forge and see if Pizzazz is currently working on anything? I have a commission in mind, and I just want to see something similar in style to No's unique blade.
Do you want it? You can. I mean,
I
I only got the one, but I guess I can give it to you.
we'll run by
Give
the.
his things
mean,
away.
we'll just borrow it for a moment. We're not in any danger here, so we'll make sure to give it back, of course. I don't
We'll,
think anyone else is really trained in any style like you are, so.
we'll run by the forge. I would like to point out the suggestion in chat is to give him tea and a blanket. So feels like I was right from the beginning.
Nice. Yeah. Yep. Sounds like we did a good job. High five,
Right from the
Reggie.
beginning, sleep potion.
It was
That
just
smells
tea.
bad. So if No gives me the sword, I'm just gonna hand it to Reggie to just don't do anything to this. Just have Pizzazz use it as like a reference or something. I'm not entirely certain how the creation of weapons of this sort goes, but and I'm going to also procure another item from my pack. I'm gonna pull out. Where is it? Can't find it.
What are you looking for?
Never mind. I can't. I don't remember. It's lost on me now. I'm gonna pull out 100 white shards, and I don't know what they're from, but there's 100. I've got 534 white shards in my inventory.
All right.
White
Tell you what.
shards.
Is
How
it the
big are the
crystal
shards?
shards?
Don't know.
Any clue as to where they would have come from? Like, are they
Um,
around anything else that is notable?
They're in my monster pieces tab. They're under T-Rex teeth currently. Um, I think it might have been something from the devils in Mirren
Oh, it could have been
Mord.
like the bone shards from like the Bone Devil.
That
It,
tracks.
it might have been that.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
We're all
Well,
playing
let's see
D&D. Keaton is playing Monster Hunter.
Well,
that's correct.
well,
That's correct.
uh, seeing as Asariel's useless in this scenario, uh, I'm I'm just gonna give like Asariel's gonna give Noah just like a pat on the back, and I'm gonna start heading towards Pizzazz.
I'm heading with. I'll take the sword and a couple of the. Are we deciding on bone fragments? Is that what they are?
No,
Sure.
not yet.
Yeah?
Not yet.
It's
Not yet.
some material.
Kim says not yet.
Game says not yet. So okay, excuse me.
Um,
Some material. I'll take a handful just to hand them to Pizzazz and have Pizzazz look at them.
I think
More
I'm gonna
just
go
be
with you
like
guys, but first,
Okay, is this anything?
so I think I'm gonna go with you guys, but first I'm gonna go to Garm. And are you sure? Since you don't need help with snow, I want to help.
I don't know. He just sort of seems a bit more interested in me at the moment than you, I guess. No offense
Rude.
meant, but he-
Okay.
sorry.
Message. Okay. Do you have message?
No, I don't believe
Okay.
so.
Well,
I do know what the white
it's,
shards are. They're not from a
What?
monster. You found them on the ground. And it was from
Ground
Mirren
shard.
Mord. It was from the top level in the ritual room.
Maybe. Well, anyway, I'm not trying to get this sword made now anyway. I just want to see if, to create something similar, if she would have the ability to do that, as well as be able to incorporate any other non-metallic materials into it, if that would do anything. So you don't need to give her anything other than reference material from the sword.
Is that a girl?
Pizzazz is a girl, yes.
That's a woman. I didn't
All right,
know.
I'll take no sword and the handful of the white shards and Saren, and we'll head on over with Asariel ahead of us a little bit.
I'll just bring a bunch of money. Like I'm gonna bring my bag, and I'm gonna bring a bunch of money in case there are opportunities for crime.
We
I
are
just had a thought. I'm so sorry to double back on this again. See how easy it would be for her to incorporate some silver into the blade.
okay.
I will provide any amount of coinage necessary for this project. So
I actually have an abundance of silver coins on me, so I might just give them myself.
I'm going
Okay.
to keep my silver.
Off to Pizzazz.
Off to Pizzazz.
Cool. You guys head off to the No Shirts Allowed Forge. In the meantime,
My shirt remains on. Gotta say.
It's not a command, it's just the name.
Okay.
I do take my shirt off, though.
in the meantime,
Seems unfortunate that we
Yep.
hired a woman to work at the No Shirts Allowed Forge.
Garm,
Seems like an
I
oversight.
mean,
we
free the
made.
nipple. So
Garm,
I'm pretty
you
sure
it's
Pizzazz
are.
not
doesn't wear a
Saren's
shirt when
nipple.
he's working.
Pizzazz does wear like a blacksmith's outfit.
Right, like the apron thing, right? Yeah.
And a shirt underneath.
Oh.
I was picturing her in like a denim coverall.
She doesn't just wear an apron.
I learned how to forge from dwarves. They barely wear shit when they're
That's
doing
true.
this.
That's very
they're
true.
probably just straight up
You
make
should
it.
wear clothes.
they're
There's like
huge.
fire.
She
and
wears
shit.
she wears like
Ouch.
a loose like loose fitting clothes to allow lots of like airflow to like cool down the skin. But she does wear clothes.
Zaz is a goblin, right?
Yes,
They- Always trying to destroy the ancient ways.
I know.
It's like a denim.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Garm. In the
No
meantime,
reaction to that from.
in the meantime,
I don't have
you
anything to say
are
about that.
you are left with no.
We're gonna move past it.
Hi, Garm.
No. How are you, my friend?
Fine.
Fucking liar.
How are you?
Hmm. I'm doing quite well, actually. The past week has been quite eventful, and I can't say we've all come out unscathed, but I think we suffered no casualties, so I think we did pretty well.
Where did
Glad
everyone
to
else?
be. Oh, they're just running a small errand for me. Working on a gift. So,
Mm.
would you
Is
like
it,
to come sit
is
down?
it for Juniper? Are you getting a gift for Juniper?
Starts a gift.
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Very insightful.
I got it.
Please. Yeah,
I
yeah.
still got
You're
it.
you're you're
God.
you're a sharp. You're a sharp one.
Mm.
There's no doubt. But come on. Let's go sit.
Sure, anywhere. Take a seat.
So you just kind of find like a little part of like I don't know, like a little rock wall or something that's just sort of set along the path, and
Yeah.
you sit. There's I can't help but think that you're a bit troubled by recent events.
Me? Nah.
You don't look as though you've gotten much sleep in the past few days.
Yeah, I think I have. Wait. Why? What is it? Everyone keeps talking about sleep.
No, yeah, I know.
What?
Well, sleep is an important part of the daily cycle of events for our bodies and for our minds. And usually, if sleep is interrupted or hard to come by, it usually is a result of some physical or perhaps emotional malady that is affecting someone.
Sure, but I mean, just like everyone's hearkening about, like, just on and on about it. Like, I get it. You want me to go to sleep. You don't want me to turn into a monster. I know. I get it. I I don't want things to be this way either, but here we are.
Are you?
Where's Oh, Reggie went to get the gift.
Yeah, yes. Are you afraid?
Sleep? Nah.
Are you afraid of turning into something you're not?
Uh what, like an animal or
Sure, like an animal.
Yeah, I think it would be fine. You know, especially like like if I turned into like a nice animal, like I feel like a frog would be good. Like turning into a frog would be pretty good.
Yeah, I think turning into a frog would probably be fairly interesting for a bit.
Unless it was like an angry frog. Like the sailors told me once about like an angry frog or like the Sawagan. They're kind of like angry frogs. So maybe not a frog.
Racist.
Are you You don't want to turn into anything angry, then? Anything particularly vicious?
No,
Uh,
no,
why? Why is that?
you just, it's so easy to hurt people like that. And I don't want to hurt people, especially when I don't need to.
I don't think too many people want that. I don't want that either. And I believe you that you don't want that. I don't. No, don't blame you. All right.
For what?
Or your most recent transformation and what transpired after.
Sh- Sure, but I mean, you don't blame me, but that doesn't change that it happened, right? That doesn't mean that it wasn't my fault. I I let in, and I wasn't in control. And everyone's talking about how they're ready to put me down should things get too far. Should things go too far, they're ready to kill me.
No,
Why
always kill me.
why should I hang around then? If I'm just gonna hurt people here, and the worry is only that I'm going to hurt people, what benefit do I get?
All right. We've made the wrong choice in how we should be helping you to find your place here with us. Myself, especially, being prepared to end a life when I should be spending my time trying to figure out how to save it.
But it wasn't just Serial said something to the same effect the other day when we were taking watch. And I'm sure Reggie and Saren have had similar ideas of how they're gonna deal with me. That's, that's my friends. That's the most charitable of people. What what's what's Reggie's cousin going to do? Or even just the townspeople here. They all saw the tower with Ragnar.
They don't I don't believe that. I don't believe that that change is you. Perhaps it is some facet of someone you were in a time that you have long since forgotten, or perhaps some affect brought upon you by some exterior power. But I don't believe that is you. If it were, I don't think we'd be sitting here talking like this. You wouldn't have this trepidation. And we are to blame. Myself, Isario, Saren, Reginald. We are to blame for so much of this fear in you, because it is not just a fear of this thing inside you, this being inside you, but a fear of us. I'm gonna hop down off the wall. I'm gonna kind of like kneel in front of him, and I'm gonna grab his hand if I can, if he lets me. I am deeply and truly sorry for what we have done to you and the way that we have treated you. Don't want you to be afraid of us.
Not I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of how you all see me. Which is the same way that she sees me. Or anyone else who knew me from then would see me. Is a tool, a weapon, something to be let out of the cage and pointed in a direction. And then beaten to submission and shoved back into the cage until it's needed the next time. I want to help. And I want to protect as many people in their lives as I can. But there's feels like the times when it's most dire to do that, I just get a greater sense of shame put on me for those things. You may not blame me, but that doesn't change the fact that I can blame myself for almost killing you, or, if I had let go sooner, maybe Ragnar wouldn't be dead. But maybe everyone else would be. We don't know, I guess.
We can't We cannot change the events that have already happened. We cannot change the passing of Ragnar. I promise you that I assure you that you have saved just as many lives and saved us countless times. Yes, you may have harmed me, but only after protecting me. And I understand that cost may be great. It may have been too great for you in that moment, but I assure you it was not too great for me. And we can't look at how things have happened before and decide that that is how they will happen later too, because that is what we have done. We have decided to put you in the box when we shouldn't have. We should have been helping you. You want to help, you want to protect. And I think together we can.
I mean, you say not to focus on past events, and I don't mean to be, but yeah, I didn't kill you this time, but next time I could. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know what the right choice is. And I don't want to make the choice that's going to hurt more people.
I can't, do not in good mind tell you what I think the right choice is, because just as you are, I am not sure either. But I know that I would rather stand beside you in the coming days. Not. No matter the potential, no matter what that may bring, I would rather stand beside you. Gonna get up and put my hands on his shoulders and say, I know these times have been especially trying for you, and it must be scary to try and let go of your mind for even a moment. But I think some rest might help you sort through some of this, help you come to your decision, whatever that may be.
Okay. Okay. Fine. And he's gonna get up and shuffle back towards the manor.
Meanwhile, the rest of you make your
Meanwhile,
way over to No Shirts Allowed.
Hey, Pizzazz!
How's it going?
I don't really have to take my shirt off, do I?
No, you do
No,
not.
you don't have to. I obviously have completely stripped out of all armor and am only in my loincloth before I entered the premises. But it is not a necessity. It is just something that me and a good buddy came up with.
Thank the green.
I'm gonna
A
cry.
cry. Not that offhand comment.
Damn it.
Oh, jeez. Hey,
Pizzazz!
hello?
Hey! How's it going?
What do you want?
Okay. I wanted, first of all, hi, nice to see you. It's been a while.
Hi,
Second of
Pizzazz.
all, you were building a big sling thing for me last time we talked, right? Did you ever get a chance to work on that?
Did you actually hand over the plans for that?
I've sent you that image like 4 times.
Not you. Did you send that over to Pizzazz? I thought Artie was working on that.
Oh, you might be right, actually. Yes, it might be Artie, not Pizzazz. You're totally correct.
I'm pretty sure
Hi,
it was.
Pizzazz.
Sorry,
Bye.
Pizzazz, you're not looking at anything for me. Sorry, I had my work orders mixed up. I actually have a request from Garm, if you would mind taking a look at it.
Oh, sure.
Pull out No's special sword, and hand it over. It's like, please, we still need that as the original, but I was wondering how difficult do you think it would be to recreate a sword like that? And I also have some material here, and I'll hand over a few of the little white chips as well. That Garm would like to know the relative ability to be forged. Please.
Sure. It's gonna make a blacksmithing check. She's like,
This is the first dice roll all game, by the way.
she looks at the sword.
I'd be the only one.
Well, it's a fairly simple design. It shouldn't be too much work to try and make a replica of it. This, she holds up one of the shards, and each of them like are almost like little diamonds, three like polyhedral diamonds. That she kind of like holds maybe an inch or so apart from her fingers. I've never seen any kind of material like this before. Where did you get it?
It was in a dwarven fortress that had been abandoned, and there were some devils around and lots of weird stuff. We honestly aren't 100% sure what it is. It's just sort of a material that we found.
She kind of like taps it against a table as you're talking to like hear, and there's a strange like almost melodic sound that comes from tapping it. Not quite metal, not quite glass, almost like a very soft whisper.
It's actually just the keys for a marimba set that we found.
Like,
That's strange.
I don't know if it melts down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have tons of it, so I'll hand her like 10 pieces, the little chips that we have. We like hundreds. We have quite a few, so feel free to fuck with these as much as you need to, melt them down, bust them into smiths, like whatever you need. If it doesn't end up working, then we would like to commission the weapon to possibly be either forged in or cast with silver as well, and I can provide some silver coins to melt down or to purchase silver bars, however you'd like.
And if you need more silver, then I will gladly go get some from Garm. He did offer
Oh, hang
to
on.
do that.
Let's see if she takes the original offer of money first before more money.
You
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Let me
I'm not
understand.
providing any
You want me
silver.
to melt down your coins to be used in a weapon?
Possibly. It just seems like the easiest source of silver. Like, I can't imagine there's an operating silver mine that you can order from nearby, right?
I mean, I do think there are some silver ore deposits up near Barren Springs that I could probably order some ore from.
Oh,
Not
Not
Yeah.
enough to make a whole armory of silver weapons and armor, but I could probably make one.
Well, I'll tell you what. if when you look at your order sheets and you determine how much it is to import silver from Barren Springs, if it's cheaper for us to just give you that weight in silver, yes, I will just give you the coins to melt it down and make the weapon that way instead. Because why not?
And
Either way,
and what kind of enchantments do you want put on this? Assuming you want any.
we do want some. We're not. It's a gift for a friend. So is it possible to leave that until the end, or is it like
Sure.
a during the forging? Okay, cool.
I love the constant reference to No as a friend, as if no one else in town
A
knows
colleague.
who this person is.
We don't want anyone to know. What if they give away the secret? What if No comes by later and is just like, "Damn, Pizzazz, what you working on?" They're like, "Your sword, dummy, of course."
He lives at a mansion in Canada.
Oh my god.
No, it's
will
our
know
other
them.
tiefling friend.
Yeah,
They're Swedish and they do modeling.
that's right.
Mhm.
Just a sort of more
Sword
meta
modeling.
question.
Hmm.
In like the shops.
Yep.
Thing, it shows that she's capable of doing +1. Has that evolved since then? In that there is a bit more choice to that, or
Not at the moment.
okay?
It's only been,
Well, we at least
I think, a
want it to
couple
be a
of
+1.
yes.
I'm
It's-
hoping the extra material imbues something additional. That's pretty much the hope there.
Sure.
It would be dope if not like made out of the material, but if we can get some of the crystals like onto the sword, if every time you like hit an enemy, it still made the like ringing noise, that would still be pretty sick. Or like if you could get it. Oh, Reggie has an idea for a set of armor using that as
Your-
like chainmail going.
No,
across
your
now.
sword is a long sword, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 15. 20s. So it'll be, so for a +1 longsword, it would be 400 GP. With the extra materials and like the cost of importing the silver, it would probably be like 425.
Okay. Sorry, and what was the original number again? Imported is 425, and then
400 without
Okay.
the silver.
Theron pats her pockets like, oh no, I left my wallet at home.
you literally made a note about how you were going to get money when we left.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you-
I did.
Oh,
Do you want me to try and incorporate these little shards into the forging of the blade, or do you want me to affix them to the hilt afterward?
If possible, during the actual forging process, you can get the material imbued into the weapon. We'd love to see what kind of effects that would have.
In that case, I will probably need more of them in case I break these ones during the construction.
Rough number of how many?
Since I've never used these, I have no idea. I've never used these materials before. How many do you have? I'll
Like
give you back whatever I don't use. I need some to experiment with.
Sure. No, I'll get Garm to hand over however many he has, and I'll bring them back after lunch.
Cool. Okay.
When you take
I
your
have a
lunch, by the
question.
way.
Mhm.
When you take your lunch. Pizzazz, I know that you are primarily a weapons kind of person, but the enchantments that you do, can you do other enchantments? Like on other items?
I am not a skilled enchanter. My forge is really the one that works the
Right, right.
enchantments.
Right. Okay.
I think there is an enchanter in town, and if you get him some sort of
All right, Artie.
no hope.
No,
Hope?
Hope.
Oh shit! Who's Artie?
Artie's an
Artie-
artificer.
he's an artificer.
God.
Either
That's
of them,
the one you
honestly.
shouldn't forget.
Either of them, honestly, you could probably work some more complex enchantments, but I can
Okay.
only make basic power enchantments on weapons and armor.
Okay. Hey Reggie, do you mind
Actually-
if we stop by Hope's place?
Those quotes I gave you forgot the discount. So, oh jeez, hold on. I have to pull up my
It'd be
calculator.
like 380.
425 at 90%. Is so 382 gold, and 5 silver.
Is this with the import or without?
That's with the import.
Okay.
Do you want the silver in the blade or no?
Yes, we want the silver in the blade.
Okay.
So wait, I'm confused. How much silver coin would I have to give Pizzazz in order to not go the import way? And
I
how
mean,
much
at least enough to make essentially a silver ingot. So probably something like, I don't even know how many that would be. Probably 100.
Okay.
Which does end up being cheaper. So,
All right. Cool. So then, how much is it?
And
without
faster.
the
and
import?
faster.
So if I just give
400.
Pizzazz silver.
400 at 90%.
I'm gonna pay for this. Why are you?
360.
Well, just write it down and I'll.
I'm
360
trying
gold.
I'm trying to get the actual numbers right so I can actually.
360 gold.
Yeah.
360. Okay. All right. I will hand over 360 golds and a big old lump of 100 silver pieces. And write down the totals, and then I will turn to Saren. If you actually wanted to run off to Hope's on your own, I'm just going to go get the rest of the materials from Garm and then come back here and probably observe the forging process for a little while so I can see what's going on. That's
Okay.
okay.
If you don't mind, Saren, I'll go with you to Hope. See if
Sure.
there's anything you can assist me with.
Shopping episode.
We lose one character every store, though. Everyone, just keep dipping off every now and then.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I'm gonna run Dakota. I'll run back to the mansion, grab
Okay.
the pieces, come back to Pizzazz, and then I'll just watch while she works on the materials. I'm particularly interested in
I had
these
to help.
little thingamabobs that Garm had because I have some ideas for stuff that I want to forge them into too. So I'm watching that process pretty closely.
So you guys are going to Hope? No?
Yeah.
Are you heading off to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Reggie, sorry, you're going off to Hope as well? Is that what you said?
No, I'm going back to the mansion. I'm gonna get the rest of the little materials from Garm, then back to Pizzazz to watch her.
Garm, where are you going to?
Well, that was like my one errand for the day was to go there. So if they're going to do that, I will probably.
It's actually
Sorry, I want to look at. Keegan's got something, I'm gonna look at something.
Okay, Reggie.
I was gonna say, when I pick up the materials from Garm, could I actually mention, hey, by the way, if you happen to leave the mansion today, could you check in with Artie and see if he made any progress on the sling that I asked him to make? I know the others are over at Hope's store, so I think he's nearby.
Oh,
If you get a chance. If not, that's fine.
sure. No, yeah, yes, I don't have any real plans. Yeah. And I hand over. How much was it?
It was 360 gold and 100 silver pieces. And then
So
I
we'll
also
give
need
Reg-
the remainder of those little thingamabobs that you gave me for forging.
I will give Reginald 360 gold and 100 silver pieces.
Perfect.
And then I will give him. Did she say how many of those shards that she needed?
She said she would like all of them, and she'd give us back however many she didn't use. I didn't give her an exact number, though.
I will give Reginald 500 of the white shards.
In total, right? Because I think we
Yes.
only had
Yes.
530 something to begin with.
Yes, yeah. So 500 total. I'm gonna keep 34 of them.
So that includes the 100 that you've already given.
Yeah, yes.
Cool.
So
Reggie,
another
just for
400
Reggie's
pieces.
sake, you have 400 more in your inventory now.
Right.
Cool.
Okay. And I just go give those to Pizzazz pretty much immediately.
So she has 500 of them. Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome.
Then I'm going to actually head toward the eastern walls that have not been completed according to the town project guide,
Correct.
and I'm going to expend my 2 5th level spell slots to cast Wall of Stone
Hmm.
to try and complete that.
Okay. Awesome.
Ooh.
So I can make a. Oh my god. This is about 10 foot by. I can make 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels of
Nice.
6-inch thick stone. And if I concentrate on it for 10 minutes, it becomes a permanent structure.
Nice.
That's
So,
awesome.
assuming that the wall was already made out of stone,
Yeah.
I'm basically just gonna
And it goes
draw
about
the
10 feet
line.
high, so it's perfect. Yeah, that's more than enough to complete the wall.
So, I will spend the next 20 minutes doing that because that's as long as that takes. And then I will make my way to Arthur.
Cool.
Not his government name.
In the
Arthur
meantime,
Fidister.
over at Hope's,
On the way there,
Mhm.
Sarah's good. Saren, I will admit that I'm not always as intuitive as I like to pretend I am. However, I must confess that since returning to the party, I know I was distant for a little while. It seems that there has been. It's hard to describe. I went back to my original position, I guess, for lack of a better term, scouting uh, in Noah's place. But I kind of feel like, outside of Reggie, I kind of feel like I'm just kind of here. Is there an issue with my presence here that I need to be aware of? I feel like there's
Not
been some tension that
um not that I know of. Um tell you the truth, I think it is less that your presence has become an issue because frankly I think we're all happy to have you back. But you come on the tail of a great morning. Um I wish you had met Ragnar because um he simply brought a lot of life to our little party, and I think your appearance just it coincided with his absence, and that was hard.
I see. From what I've heard, I wish I could have met him too. And I'm sorry for leaving as abruptly as I did.
Okay, I mean I think we're all coming to terms with the fact that we're all here for very different reasons. We're all running from different things or towards different things. Um, are kind of a mess. So it's okay.
I'm not good at talking. Let's just go see Hope.
Sounds good to me. Go to Hope.
Cool. You guys make your way over to Hope's temporary setup. He appears to have taken shelter in a house which has been built up by the farmers and hunters of Athalas.
Ah,
Yep. He has all of his sort of books that have been like recently arranged. He sees you guys come in and he stops working through whatever sort of treatise he's been looking at. Ah, hello. How can I help?
hey Hope. How are you doing? How are you settling into Athalas?
It's good. The warmer and wetter climb is unusual for me, though I have been adjusting.
Good, good. Um, everything okay with your house? Anything we can, anything we can help you with?
he gives that kind of like old man smile. That like is kind of condescending. He says, "Yes, yes, the house is very fine. Thank you. Is there anything I may help you with?"
Right. Well, yeah, I guess we came to you because, you are a wizard, very good at enchantments and whatnot. Um, well, honestly, I had the question for you. I have this little purse, and I've got a little silk purse that I just carried my money in when I first got here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this big. I'm gonna hand it to him. It's not magical. Um, do you see this?
Yes.
It opens. It's not very deep. Um, I was wondering if you could help me out and maybe put like an enchantment on it and make it a little more useful than it currently is. Um,
A bag of
yeah,
holding.
perhaps. I don't know. It doesn't have to be that intense.
Oh, do you have a different idea in mind?
No, I just know that those are expensive and rare, and I
I thought
don't
you were
want
just
to
going to
put
modest.
too big of a. No. Um, I don't know. The only time I ever saw a bag of holding, it was it was with a member of the nobility, and she thought it was very cool and it was very expensive, and she kept all kinds of stupid things in it. I don't need something so fancy. Can you just make it a bit bigger on the inside? Doesn't have to be a whole room, you know. I'm just trying not to put too much pressure on the enchantment.
I can perhaps fashion something for this purse. However, in order to work the necessary enchantments, I will need a workshop and some instruments imported from the mainland.
Ooh. That would be
If you
great.
can
I'm
see to
not sure
this,
how
I can provide you a
we would do
list
that.
of the instruments I shall require. If you can see to the
Okay.
perhaps restoration of the tower near the center of town, then I can move those instruments in there and focus enough arcane energy to enchant this purse.
Steering me towards the freaking. We need more downtime. Um. Okay. That'll work then. I don't know when we'll be able to get it all done. Do you know, like, is there anything you can do in the meantime? I will pay you. I'm not going to not pay you. Like.
Perhaps. Let me consult my books for a moment. And
Okay.
he goes to his shelf and he has like a little cane that he's been using to get around, which he hadn't had in Barren Springs. Maybe some sort of recent fall or something has necessitated the use of a cane.
Oh no.
He pulls through a book. Yes, this could be helpful. He pulls out the book. Let me see the bag.
Here you go.
He takes it, closes his eyes, and when they open, they are glazed over purple. And he begins casting from the book and uttering arcane enchantments underneath his breath.
Okay.
There. It is done. It is no more spacious. However, anything that you put in this purse shall become weightless. You shall be able to just hold the weight of the purse.
Neat. Cool. Thank you.
Mm.
I'll take the purse back and I'll put it back on my little utility belt.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was saying. I suppose, if hypothetically I was wanting to have a bow enchanted with something a little less situational than what I currently have, that would also require the tower being restored.
Unfortunately, yes.
No worries. Is there anything else you need, Lady Saren?
I don't think so. It was mostly just, we needed to check on Hope, and I wanted to ask about the bag. And it's good to know that, I don't know. We'll make sure to get that tower up and running so you can do your thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Let us know if you have any issues with literally anything, because we can help usually.
Of course. I appreciate it.
Asariel said, "Can you give some diversity training to my bow?"
Just a
Enchantment
video.
of diversity.
Please make my bow less racist.
Or less racist but more inclusive of all of the races that it hates.
Can you?
You can make the bow
Make
more
my bow more
racist.
There you
It
go.
does more damage, but there's less applicable targets.
Yes.
Can you make my bow more problematic?
Oh
Can you
no.
make my bow less racist but more cruel?
Yeah.
Please.
Enchantment of toxicity.
Ooh,
I would like a bow of sadism, not white nationalism, please.
Mm.
yes.
Yeesh.
Um,
Incredible.
Welcome to
Okay.
Ride or Dice.
Yeah, there we
everyone.
go. Yep. Good morning, Leah. I see you in chat. Thanks for popping in.
Morning, Leah.
Morning.
Um,
All right, then I think we're good.
Or good
To
night,
go.
Leah.
once
Good
we're
night, Leah.
once we're done at Hope's place, not trying to rush you, Kat, but Sarah's gonna like kind of quickly like and a little sheepishly kind of like quickly backtrack back to Hope's. Is it?
We really are losing people.
I found something that I was wondering if you could look at real quick.
Of course.
He's gonna take the amulet, the locket, and he opens it, showing the figure of Titania.
Aha. Would you mind?
Of course.
And he takes it.
Who is Titania again? Hate to be that guy.
Freed
All these fucking
the
people around
lich.
town.
She
That's
freed the lich after the betrayal, but
Yeah, I was asking for someone in chat. I deleted their message though, so.
Oh, you were
her
quizzing the
reign
chat.
will be supreme, I believe.
I'm not entirely familiar with the entire history of this figure, though I did somewhat study the dwarven and elven settlers who tried to come here in ages past. Believe this was one of the leaders of those expeditions.
Yes. This is gonna be this is gonna be a strange question, so please bear with me. But you understand the arcane much more than I do. I'm not gonna pretend. If given some time, because it seems that there's already this enchantment on it, if given enough time, and if I could provide you with a accurate description, could you change the figure in this locket to someone else's image?
Perhaps. Yes, I
Um,
think I could. Should be a relatively simple a change of direction instead of change of enchantment altogether.
do you have some free time?
Of course.
And Sarah's, if there's like a spare chair nearby, he's gonna sit down and he's gonna start describing his wife Scala.
He takes different notes down.
And if there's room in the enchantment, like to add additional figures to it somehow, he's also gonna describe his sons.
I do not mean this question to be of harm necessarily, but do you have any personal artifacts of these figures?
I'm so happy you asked, Dakota, because I've had this on since the beginning of the campaign. Because I actually rolled this on the trinket list.
Yeah.
No, I would draw an ancient elven arrow. So I'll procure it, and it's obviously it's an arrow, elven design, but scrolling on it on the shaft of it is elven text that's just basically just like a very cheesy poem that Asariel tried penning.
And this belonged to Scala?
Yeah.
Very good. Are you alright if this is consumed in the enchantment?
if it works.
Understood. And of the boys?
Oh. I'm gonna saying the racist one said, Sarah will retrieve his old longbow.
And this belonged to them?
They I hope it will suffice. Sorry, it's
Understood.
they shared it. Murtog and Alinor, they would both use it.
Shall hope it shall work.
It's in your name, right?
Indeed. I'm not quite as advanced in years, though perhaps more advanced in body than you are, but I too have known grief.
Since coming to this island, I've been haunted with visions of what I've lost more often than I'd like to say. And for some reason, the spirits of this place know how to draw it up. I'd like to have a positive one for a change.
Well said.
What was Hope's grief? Like the coolest person that he met didn't like him?
Whistleclap definitely liked him. So that doesn't, I don't think that worked.
Dismas was kind of neutral to him.
Whistleclap liked him. Liked to bully him.
Very well.
There it is.
There it is.
Sorry, didn't work. All your heirlooms are gone. No refunds. Bye.
Cool. So, with that, Reggie,
Yes, sir.
where are you heading off to?
I'm just watching Pizzazz. Remember?
Oh, that's right. You're just watching Pizzazz. Perfect. Garm?
I'm hanging out.
Well, after spending the time finishing the wall, I'm going to try and track down Arthur.
Awesome. I have
I don't even know if that's
Arthur,
actually his
you
name.
weirdo.
I'm just gonna call him Arthur.
His name's Artie.
Because everybody calls Reginald Reggie, so I'm assuming that Artie is also short for something. But the
No,
only
it's
name that I can
Arnold.
think of is
It's Arnold for sure.
hello, Arnold.
His name is Nerd. Nerd 2.
Keegan, where did you send this picture to me?
I think it's on your DMs, just in Discord.
That's what I'm
Do
looking.
you-
I don't see it.
For artisanal.
Let me see.
Party hydrate.
I found it. I'll send it
Party
to you.
hydrate.
Okay,
Thank you, party
I'll party
hydrate.
hydrate, but I have to party pee probably
Go
soon.
party- yep.
So we might want to take a break soon.
Let's go ahead and take a break while I locate this DM. We'll be back in 15 minutos.
15
No.
minutos after our party piss.
That's right.
Party piss.
Party
we'll,
piss!
we'll see you guys in a few.
That's like the group. That's the party piss and the
I
group
hate it.
poop.
Thank you, party post.
Like icon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ride or Dice. We are here picking up where we left off with Reggie heading towards Artie. No, sorry, Garm heading towards Artie the Artificer. Correct. So you make it to Artie's small home setup workshop, and you see him as he sees you approaching. You hear like some kind of like like bottle rocket get set off. There's this sound in the sky. He says, sorry about that. And he sees you approaching. Hey, big fella, how's it going? Very good, very good. How can I help you? Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. Here, let me go grab it. He starts like rummaging in a bin nearby, and he starts like just tossing out random like tools and bits of scrap metal, and like some a couple other like one. He throws out one like strip of these small red like what look like sticks to you, but as soon as they hit the ground, they start popping. What? Oh. Oh no. That's funny.
Yeah, you jerk.
Riot.
We're here. That's fine.
Riot.
It's okay.
Green.
I didn't say anything of value, so it's fine.
Debatable.
All right, we're back.
Back? Okay.
I think so.
Is it because we did tell inappropriate jokes before you
Yeah.
took us back from break? So you
Exactly.
Knew us? This is
Well,
bullshit.
you guys are on a different audio source than me. So normally I unmute myself and then I have to unmute you as well. It's annoying.
So, Stream, just so you know, we usually have inappropriate conversations right as Dakota sets the animation to come back from transitions and whenever, and he just mutes us so that you guys can't hear these interesting
Gotcha.
intellectual debates that we're having.
Question.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like this time, I was talking about the movie Popstar and the song from it, "Fuck Bin Laden."
Okay.
And
Well,
It's
quiet.
All right.
I think that one might have been fine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ride or Dice.
Your
Anyway.
favorite D&D show.
After a certain point, Artie pulls out the sling that he's made for Reggie, hands it to you, says, "So all you got to do, you hold this." He shows you like the handle for it, and there's like a small trigger on the inside. All you gotta do is pull this trigger while you're slinging, and whoosh, there goes whatever you're holding on to.
So for me, because I know Keegan shared the picture like a long time ago. So is this like an arm-mounted like
It is
trebuchet?
it's essentially a flexible like grab claw thing.
Okay, have you ever seen like the Olympic sport where they have like it's like a long piece of string or rope or whatever, and it's attached to a thingy, and they spin around and circle a bunch of times, and then they let it go flying?
No.
Yeah,
It's like shot put.
holding it.
The hammer throw.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
hammer throw, exactly. It's that, but it has a string attached to it with like a little ring on it that when you pull your finger away, it releases a latch on the end. So you can attach like a bomb or a big rock or something and then chuck it along your. The idea was that I would cast Smite when it was going to hit them for like an explosion effect, but Dakota informed me that that is not possible.
No offense, that's kind of brilliant for Reggie.
It is really good.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
We could try it. We'll try it. I'm gonna allow you.
Not like him though.
I'm gonna
I'm
allow
not
it
against,
for now.
I'm not against filling it with bombs either, as long as it's still like a strength weapon in the sense that I just lob it and have like a general area of effect rather than a specific target.
It would be with your strength modifier, not your dexterity.
Eaton is done with chasing down enemies.
We fucking lassoed it over my head.
Oh, all right. I'll make sure he gets this. I since I seem to be commissioning a lot of items, I did see that some of the soldiers bringer they have this device that's kind of like a bow, um, but it's kind of hold it kind of like that,
Oh, a
and there's some
crossbow.
sort of like, yeah, um, and I was wondering how small do those get?
Oh, they can get real tiny. Um, yeah, real tiny.
What's the over
Tiniest.
under of
How can I min max my crossbow?
what's the what would it be like to like have one
Just-
like attached to like someone's arm, like wrist?
Uh, you're like, what would it cost you?
Yeah, like some sort of device that someone who doesn't, usually hold all their weapons in two hands or doesn't hold a shield generally could you know, have some sort of small projectile to fire out.
Well, the mechanisms can get quite complex. So, let's say 75 gold pieces will probably get you where you're going.
Someone's been
Sure.
playing Assassin's Creed Unity.
Um,
The best
I'll
Assassin's
give
Creed game.
I'll give him 100 gold pieces.
Mighty kind of you.
Um, I'll give him 150 gold pieces. To see if he needs a bit more experimental material to see just how far he can push such a design.
Sure.
This man has
And then
built a gun.
Yeah.
And we're like,
no, well that's
That's
but
what I'm
I,
thinking. Hey, I mean, with all this, do you want something with a little bit more firepower to it? I've made hand crossbows like this before. It won't take this much resources to build one of them. However, if you want, I can throw in some black powder into this and really get you
Oh
going
god, he's
somewhere.
gonna make him a Glock.
well, I'm
Looks
actually
like he likes
thinking
that.
more like how possible would it
Give
be
Garb a
to
gun.
make a mechanism for this to fire a bit faster rather than having to pull some sort of
Okay,
like a rotating thing or
sure.
something. I don't
you
really
know,
know.
somebody's been
Yeah,
watching
of course.
Berserk.
The real the real drawback
That's accurate.
is gonna be
That's
loading it.
accurate.
But I mean, for sure, we could probably get something going where we can get maybe 10 or 15 bolts ready to go, and it'll just rotate around your wrist and automatically load them on.
I'm more concerned for when Garm
That would
replaces
be
his hand with a cannon.
That's
when he
gonna be
gets the
sick.
Mega Buster.
Cyberpunk Garm can't hurt you. Cyberpunk Garm
Um,
isn't real.
yes, that is exactly what I'm looking.
Awesome.
And then I'll give him some measurements that I think fit Noah's arm.
Okay.
Fuck. Wait, what the? I'm missing something here.
Congratulations, Harry, you're
No,
losing
it's
an arm.
No is getting the guts crossbow.
It's National No Appreciation Day.
I'm being turned into like Adam Smasher from Cyberpunk right now.
Exactly.
Hey, I would spend more money on myself, but I just got a +2 staff, so I'm riding high. I got nothing to use it on, so I'm like, everybody else is getting shit.
Alrighty. After exchanging some more measurements, you actually don't have to give him those measurements. While you guys were
already has them?
apparently sleeping in his house one time, he took all of your measurements.
I am offended.
I'm gonna kill Artie.
What kind of measurement?
He might need
yeah,
a new.
what measurements did he take, Dakota?
He needs
Thorough
a new
ones.
measurement for Noah's
Well,
private
considering he
area.
wasn't there for
Somewhere
your
down the
mess,
street, Sarah is like pulling her cloak over her boobs.
considering Artie
Everybody
wasn't there when
feels
you had your
that really
massive gold
intense.
pouch, he doesn't have accurate measurements. No, don't worry.
True, and carrying around that gold pouch, my muscles have only gotten bigger.
True.
Everyone that everyone feels that chill, like when you get a random chill, and it's
Yep.
the idea that the psychic idea that Artie has taken measurements while you were sleeping.
Oh,
Ragnar
was
knew he
that?
was doing it, and he was just like,
Flex, it's an unconscious flexing.
Ragnar was awake.
Ragnar's like,
Yes.
do you want to measure under the loincloth as well?
if you if you like
Ragnar
to
just
measure,
his
if you like
eyes
to measure
closed
under,
and was
under
like,
the blanket, all you have to do is say, please.
Oh my god.
Artie thought he was asleep until Ragnar just started saying like, "I could help you out some more."
He thought he was asleep until he heard lower.
No,
God.
no, no.
Welcome to Ride or
God.
Die.
Yeah, welcome back.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Party
I had a
hydrate.
question about the Forge and Pizzazz, based on something that you said earlier.
Okay.
Because you had said that Pizzazz doesn't really do enchantments. It's more the Forge that's special that does the enchantments.
Correct.
But she's working at my Forge right now. So is
Party hydrate.
She brought
my-
her dwarven forge with her.
It's Diet Coke.
okay, cool. So there's another Forge and the Forge that I built in there.
Correct.
Okay, I would like to talk to her a little bit about how that whole process works and how I might be able to like get the same magic onto my forge in case she should leave.
Okay. As she says, as you bring this up, she's like, "You planning on getting rid of me?"
Oh no, not at all, not at all. I'm more just curious because you yourself said that it's not like it's not you casting the enchantments, but it's the forge. So if it is a forge skill, I'm interested in learning it as someone who also likes to forge weapons. Not to mention, you remember the sword that I showed you a while ago? There's some fucking magic in it, and I don't know what it is. So if this gets me a step closer to understanding it.
Well, as far as I know, there's something that the dwarves do to their forges when they're making them that allows them to easily put these power enchantments on weapons and armor. I found this one when we were in Barren Springs. When I moved in, I found this forge, and it had been banged up pretty good, but it had these fancy instruments and accoutrements to it that God, I've slipped back into the southern. I found these accoutrements that had already been attached to it that I just fixed up. Now,
Okay.
if you know of a place that has more dwarves, we could possibly see about importing some other accoutrements and powering up our forge set. But I imagine that would be somewhat expensive.
Yeah, way back across the sea, back in Gachette, or potentially. Do I remember seeing anything in Mirren Mord of like leftover forged equipments, or possibly something that was broken down?
You did not explore Mirren Mord super thoroughly, except for sort of like the rulership chambers. But from what you've gathered, Mirren Mord was not much of a like smithy,
Sure.
like forge heavy fortress. It seemed to be more of like a warrior's retreat.
Okay.
There's still that sealed one near the citadel.
Yeah, we got another one to look at.
we've got a dragon to date first.
Another
I like
dwarf
Dakota's
fortress.
little nudges of downtime activity.
Actually, I want to talk to you about this afterwards, Dakota, but I'd like to write a letter to be delivered to a dwarf that I know back in Gachette.
Okay. Cool. In the meantime, after you guys go about your shopping trips throughout Athelas, no, you head back to the mansion, and assuming, are you settling down to sleep?
Yeah.
Good.
Party hydrate, by the way. Thank you for that, Hunter.
I said it
Did we already do
minutes
that?
ago.
I missed
DM's
it.
not paying attention.
I missed it. Sorry.
I did it.
I heard you. I heard you, Cam.
I was busy thinking about Artie and Ragnar getting it on. I apologize.
Hard not to.
Understandable, actually. I don't
cannot
blame you.
blame you.
Fairly fair.
Isn't already a halfling?
There's some. Yes. Yeah, there's something
That would have been a fight.
Exactly. There's something so fascinating about it and so morbid at the same time. Um. Anyway,
Ragnar showed his battle axe.
yeah.
Split him in half with his battle axe.
That's it. Ragnar puts on his robe and
And
wizard hat.
No.
You're
Um.
immune to that!
So you eventually nod off to sleep. As you're sleeping and resting and recovering, you can take the effects of a long rest. Recover all your hit points, features, lose, I think it's 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh God.
So you're down to 2.
Do I recover my stuff?
Because of exhaustion rules?
Yeah.
I believe you do. Suffer. Yes, finishing a long rest reduces a creature's exhaustion level by 1. You still get the effects of a long rest, though.
Cool.
Cool. In your dreams, you find yourself in a like very foggy, gray, kind of like mindscape area, and you see the dream elk there. You're all still in kind of like a daze from just the events of the past couple of days. And as the dream elk sort of like circles around you, in its wake, hiding behind it that you hadn't seen before, appears to be a very small boy. Like almost alabaster porcelain-like skin, glowing yellow eyes, and very like sandy blonde hair. Kind of like stares up at you. He almost looks like he's on the verge of tears.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to help.
Us.
Who are you?
I'm a memory.
Do I know you?
You used to. But you don't anymore. I can help you remember if you want. But only if you're ready.
I'm getting some mixed signals from the angel and devil on my shoulders here.
You know what you gotta do. What do you mean?
The elf and the dragonborn on your shoulders.
What would these memories be of?
They'd be yours. Or his.
I've just not had a lot of good memories of his
I know.
recently.
He doesn't have many.
Would you say this is a good one?
I think it depends. There are definitely a lot of bad memories mixed in there. But, well, if you guys want to start getting along, I think you need to understand him.
Okay.
It's up to you. I'll be here whenever you're ready.
Let's do it. I say to this small boy.
Okay.
Chris Hansen walks in the room. Hang on.
Ladies
Please
and
have a seat.
gentlemen, we got him.
Fuck Bin Laden.
Do you want
We
to?
are Ryder Dice, your favorite soon-to-be suspended D&D
Your
group.
favorite TOS.
These chat messages are very good. Rider Dice Chain of Memories, Illyrian Odyssey 365 divided by 2 days. So
Oh my
annoying.
god.
Very good
She
though.
like that one.
Hey,
hate
do you
it.
have Kingdom Hearts?
I do.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I could bring up
This
my
is dream
keyblades
drop
if you want.
distance.
This is the all right. Anyway, the boy like sort of raises his hand up to you.
I'll take his hand.
And
Well, let's go
Hand.
follow the elk, I guess. And he starts walking off in the same direction that the elk is going.
He is my only
like,
friend.
I guess.
He is my
Fucking-
only friend here.
Fuck off.
You eventually the fog sort of clears and you find yourself on a beautiful warm platform. And you see this young boy playing with some very like fantastical creatures in and amongst this grass. And there's like this solid marble path that surrounds this this platform that you're on with a maybe a 30-foot radius kind of grassy area here. And you see a different version of this boy playing with like butterflies, which seem to have like dragon heads on them. You see him playing with like a couple of rabbits with these almost like bat wings on their backs. All kinds of like creatures that you've never seen exist in the world you know. But it's filled with this sense of like optimism and peace and serenity. And the animals are like playing with him and he's laughing, and then at one point he like rolls over and a bunch of these flowers like spring up from the grass around him and like cover him in petals. And you hear a voice, and a woman appears from behind. A woman with long red hair. She appears to be dressed wearing like a toga of some kind with one strap across the left shoulder. She has a sword attached to her belt and a shield slung across her back. And there's a sense of like familiarity, of comfort coming from this woman. She calls out to this boy, and a name kind of like buzzes at the edge of your understanding. And the boy like runs over to her and like hugs at her legs, clutching the toga. And then the fog comes back. And then it clears again. And the boy seems a little older this time. Seems to be getting close to probably teenage years. And you're hearing reports of battles and skirmishes. And there's a sense of like trepidation and unease, nervousness that hadn't ever been there for this boy before. I'm talking about beasts of unknown origin making their way across the cosmos, devouring everything and corrupting everything that they touch. The woman with red hair doesn't know what to do. But she claims, she seems to be comforting this young, maybe middle school age boy, saying that no matter what happens, that the angels of Celestia would protect them.
Mhm.
The vision clears again, and the boy is now a young adult with flaming red hair, just like this other woman. And the woman and them are talking about this battle that's beginning to be waged, about how the demons are breaking through the lines, and how the angels are not coming to the aid of the only other people that they know that would fight against them, which are the devils of Dis. And how the only chance that those devils would have is with allies. And she offers you a choice, or the boy a choice, to go and protect these devils. And a couple of more, like, sort of butterflies and birds come in, and this boy reaches out to them and is kind of like soothed by them and says, well, we have to protect people, don't we? We don't want them to fall, and if these demons are as bad as people think they are, then I'll do my part. I'll do my part to help protect the world. The vision fogs over once more, and again clears to a city filled with a red sky, black metal buildings. The woman now has dark black hair, the red completely gone from them. What once was shining armor has become tarnished and rusted. There's a figure there, robed, cloaked, hooded. You recognize this figure from the memory that you recovered while you were in the Black Citadel. This was the one that the statue was made of. And in a very low, deep voice, he says, that armor won't last long. We can forge you Hellspawn armor. It regenerates here in Dis. Will protect you longer. You and your ward. The woman nods her head. And the boy looks to her for reassurance. The woman sort of like places a hand on his shoulder. It's going to be okay. The vision fogs over again. And when it clears, you find the boy, his skin has moved from that porcelain tone to a deep red hue.
Uh-oh.
And the beginnings of horns have begun to sprout from his forehead. And what you have suspected from this vision has come to pass, that you believe you are looking at a previous version of yourself, of Inferno. The armor has long since turned from that celestial radiant white to the black infernal armor of the Devils of Dis. And you stand having slayed the last of the demons that were pouring into the city of Dis. You have compatriots now with you, Leviathan, Earthshaker, Tempest, and the woman, always. And having just defended Dis, the hooded and robed figure comes back. It says, "You've done well defending the city again. But I must say, this battle is going to be endless unless something is done to change the tides of war here. There are sources of power that can be taken. If you do this, they might be able to bring enough firepower to our side that we can finally drive the demons back into Demon Maw. And once there, every demon slayed will be permanently destroyed, instead of free to regenerate once it comes back. The woman looks at all of you. What do you think? And then the vision clouds again. When it clears, you find yourself in a vast plain of fire and brimstone and rock. You've just slayed your foe. A molten lava-like creature in the form of a bird. Huge, monstrous, gargantuan, and as you stand over its corpse, you reach down and some of that fire retracts from its form and flees into your own. The woman appears behind you. Good. With this power, that makes 4 of you. You with your Phoenix, Leviathan, Tempest, Earthshaker. All of you have now slain the Elder Elementals and taken their power. With this, I name each of you Warriors of the Apocalypse War. And we shall drive the demons back and finish them once and for all. One final push, Inferno. One last push. The vision clouds once again, and you find yourself clearing up in the midst of Demon Maw. Hundreds and thousands of demon corpses lie behind you and around you, their black ichor dripping onto this fleshy-like ground. You don't know how long you've been here, only that this battle, since you started pushing, has been endless, like the rest of the war, but the rest of the war came in waves. These demons spawn here. This is their home. You've pushed deep into the nest of their creation, and you cleared out at least 90% of their once unstoppable army. And as you're looking around, you see another horde of these things start coming towards you, and as you charge them, you realize that it's been a long time since you've seen your allies. Since you've seen the woman, Leviathan, Tempest, Earthshaker. You don't know how long it's been. You start thinking back and realize it's been years since you've seen them. Years that you've been just awake, going to battle endlessly. And in that next battle, you fall, finally, after decades of fighting in Demon Maw, and reawaken. The woman greets you. You've done so very well. So very well. Leviathan, Earthshaker, Tempest, they fell within 2 or 3 years, but Inferno, you've been gone 5,600 years.
Yeah, I'm kind of a badass.
You're a badass.
I didn't think you could possibly be stopped. I thought you would be there forever. A raging inferno to hold back the tides of Demon Maw forever.
Leah's right. Bro's old.
And the only thing you can think of as this woman is talking to you is there's another demon around the corner. There's one down the street, one up in the top. And suddenly you begin to realize as she's talking to you, what if she's a demon? What if everyone surrounding you at all times is a demon? This battle is
That's
endless.
some PTSD, huh?
War is infinite. You take your blade, begin striking at her. She quickly realizes what's happening, blocks it, but not before you're able to get a scar in across her cheek. After you strike her, she quickly parries your next blow and knocks you out. And when you wake up, you find yourself in a cage at the gates of Demon Maw. And the woman is behind you outside the cage. She says, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to help you, and you're the only tool we have to win this.
Boo. Oh my god.
And then she kicks the cage through the gates of Demon Maw.
Ooh.
And
Rude.
you're in the battle again. And this time when you come back, you wake up on the banks of the river Styx. And there's some small insect-like creatures that are crawling along the ashen, charcoaled ground. And you realize that they must be demons too. Start slaughtering them.
That's not good.
The fog clears. Eventually you find yourself being given your cage being delivered to a place unlike any in the lower plains like you've been fighting. You find yourself in the midst of a grassy field. And you struggle to remember. You've felt something like this before, this soft green earth. And you see a village full of demons ahead of you. Filled with their houses of clay and terracotta, smoke rising from chimneys. These demons look strange. Bipedal, all of them, with sort of pale tan skin. Some of them large, some of them small. It's time to get to work. You rush in, and by the time you're done, every single building in this strange village full of demons has been set ablaze. Except one. You hear it crying, coming from a nearby house. And on the inside, you see a very small demon with black hair, a dress of white and red. It looks to be holding some kind of weapon of some kind, but a strange
Oh my
weapon in the
God.
form of a rabbit? The name even struggles to
Well, I'm
recall
upset.
to you.
So
And she has burns coming up her arms. And suddenly everything comes crashing down on you at the same time. This wasn't a demon. None of them were demons. You don't know how many villages like this you've slaughtered. How many mortals you've been turned against now. Are the demons even left at all? How can you tell the difference now? So, there's only one thing that you can think to do before you could be turned as a weapon against anybody else. So you retreat back to the river Styx. Stab your sword into the ground and submerge yourself.
Ooh.
And the fog comes back. Until many, many millennia later, when someone pulls you out.
Mhm.
The only thing that you can remember at the time. No. The fog comes back in. The dream elk and the child looking at you somewhat expectantly. And you hear the sound of heavy breathing behind you. An armored figure there waiting, kneeling on the ground with a sword stabbed into some kind of earth here. Fully armored, helm on, but you could still see these pinpricks of moist liquid falling out of the visor. The child kind of like tugs at your hand.
What?
We need help. He needs help.
Yeah, I agree.
Some therapy, maybe.
Uh, I do you do you have a suggestion? I don't.
Everyone has been given way more power than he should have ever had a right to. And everyone that he's ever known, or ever loved him, was afraid of him. I know you're scared of him too. But you have to break through that fear and let him come home from the war.
Is he holding on to the sword?
Not at the moment. But it's within very easy reach.
I'm gonna grab it and take it out of the ground.
And
And
so,
move it away from in between us. And then starting with the helmet, I'm gonna start removing his armor.
As you remove the helmet, you see that the version of you on the inside is weeping silently.
I will continue removing the armor.
Cool. It takes a moment, but eventually every piece of this armor falls off.
And then I will bring Yume over. That's the deer's name, if anyone didn't know. And kind of gesture for it to, or like just introduce the two of them, I guess.
As Inferno sees the dream elk, stands to his feet, looks for his weapon. Stand back! I'll protect you. And he begins lighting the flame.
I'm gonna just grab him. Like, don't, please?
His skin at this point is hot to the touch, and you are resistant to heat as well, but it's hot even for you. You see the armor start like reforming back up to him, levitating into the air and floating back onto his form.
No. I didn't spend, 15 minutes taking that off for you to just put it back on, sir.
Sir.
He has not left his eyes from the dream elk. It's a demon. I need to end it.
Am I a demon?
Are you?
Are you?
Maybe.
Does it matter?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. So let it go.
I have to protect them. If I stop
Who are you
fighting,
protecting? Who are you protecting?
everyone.
There's no one else here but us. Look around.
If I stop fighting, then they'll overrun the world. She told me I needed to keep fighting, or everything would die.
You're working under the assumption that she has your best interests at heart.
She does, doesn't she?
She left you.
No, that can't be right. She was fighting by my side.
From what I saw, you were fighting by yourself.
Make a
Who
persuasion
told
check.
you that? What was it?
Persuasion.
Well,
Don't talk bad about her.
where is she now?
I don't know. We must have gotten
Didn't you?
separated. She's probably still fighting now.
Well, if that's true, if she's still fighting now, do you not think she's capable enough of holding out on her own?
What if she dies and I wasn't there to protect her? I can't. That is not a world I will inhabit.
Do you see this boy?
Feels familiar.
He he brought me to you to let you know that you don't need to fight for her anymore.
Starts like clutching at his temple. He looks at the boy now. Who are you?
He think he's a bit frightened because you're trying to put on your armor and burn everyone away here.
I needed that power. I needed it to protect people.
And you may need it again, but not right now. Right?
He looks at you now. Who is he? What does he have to do with any of this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But I think he's you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. You ever remember being that small?
No. It was a weakness I couldn't afford.
So you don't remember playing in the grass and with
Starts
the
clutching his
winged
temples again.
rabbits,
No.
or with the dragon-headed dragonflies?
Yes. I remember.
You don't remember when she had red hair, or do you?
I do. It's coming back to me.
Did you have to fight then?
No. There was a time I wasn't fighting.
There can be again.
But the demons,
They can't get you here. There's only the four of us. And as far as I know, the other two aren't about to let anything in. So you just have to trust you and me to not.
he looks at the kid. What have I done to you? I just... kneels down in front of the child again. I just wanted to protect people.
And you still do. And you will. But not for her. Not because she tells you to.
She used us.
Maybe. We'll figure that out. We don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure what it is she wants. Or why she's doing what she's doing. But I know that she wants me. Well, she wants you, but she's coming to me for it. And I don't really think I can run away from her for as long as I need to. Anymore, at least.
She's going to bring the others. The other warriors.
Okay. But if you remember, and if you remember, and I'm pointing at the deer and the elk, apparently, she already said that they lasted only a handful of years in Demon Maw. But more importantly, we've got others that will be able to help. We won't do it alone.
It's good. I hate being alone. Right. I'm ready now. I'm ready to sleep.
Are you sure?
You'll wake me if you need me.
I'll let you sleep. But if you need anything, there's plenty of us here.
All right.
And I'm gonna go up to Yume and start petting her nose. I'm like, you'll take care of him? Well, I'm not around.
Very long nod.
Good. But don't think that I'm done with you either. I still got I still got things that I need to do. But we're spending time together.
From
Every other
behind
weekend.
the dream elk, you see almost like a flurry of butterflies appear with dragon heads, and they swarm around Inferno, who has finally sat down on the ground. And the boy approaches him and sits down on the ground next to him, and they both just kind of stare up at the flurry.
Boy, do you have a name?
I don't think you're ready for that one yet.
Probably not. But you'll let me know when I am, right?
Of course.
All right. Can I go to sleep or?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think you'll be bothered by us anymore.
It's fine if you do.
And as the flurry kind of like comes to a crescendo around them, the butterflies all disperse, and Inferno and the boy are gone. And you finally find yourself drifting off to the peaceful oblivion of sleep. You wake up. It is nearly sunset. The rest of the party has gone about the rest of their chores and their days and their shopping.
Does that count as downtime? Can we put some credits in some buildings?
It is still the same day.
Can I put a day's worth of work into something?
You were shopping for most of the day.
All right. All right. Trying to take what I can get.
Yep. Cool. So,
Okay.
sunset, No finally wakes up, and you're left with a brief amount of time to plan for this meeting that you have in just a few days.
Oh, that's right.
We should probably start getting over there because it takes a while to get there.
We take the portal door, and then it's like a day or two from there. A day, maybe.
I think a day from the most recently opened door, right?
No, it was like from the one above the Black Citadel. It's a day to get out of the forest, and then a day to get to the camp. But I think the one up top, where we come from the north down to the south, was just one day to get from the portal to the thing, because it's just over deserts. We were just walking instead of going through trees and shit.
That's correct.
Is that about right, DM? Yeah.
Yep. So it took
Okay.
you about a day's worth of travel to get from the Rune Gate to the Fingerlings camp. The ruined town looked a little bit closer than that, so it probably will take you into about evening to reach there. You aren't sure at the moment if that's where the dragon meant for you to go, however.
Well, she didn't give us clear instructions, so if we're at the wrong place, that's on her, not us.
Uh-huh.
Agreed.
Yeah, we should just go where we think she's gonna be and just expect her to show up.
Sounds like a good idea.
We can
Like
always send her. Yeah.
I was gonna
sorry.
say, I guess we need sending, not message, huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
does anybody have sending?
I mean, I can prepare it if necessary.
Yeah. Maybe we
It
should-
might be a decent backup.
How many days do we have until the?
This is the evening of the 4th day.
And we're meeting her on the 7th.
Correct.
Okay. So, Garm, if you wouldn't mind preparing that for tomorrow, cast and clarify meeting point tomorrow, and then leave after we've clarified everything, with the idea that we would sleep before meeting her on the 7th day at the location. Yeah?
Do we have any indication at all where she thinks we should be meeting?
She
That was
told
the key.
you to meet her at the jewel of her empire.
Doesn't mean anything. Oh no.
Jewel of her empire.
Yeah, you bitch, what are you talking about?
From... Never mind. Give me an insight check, actually.
Or can I ask Hope if he knows anything on this topic about like an old blue dragon who claims to have an empire in these lands?
Sure, he'll make a history check.
I have an
Same
8
thing.
for insight.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get any usable information out of that. Hope has a 7. He doesn't know anything about what a blue dragon, although he does mention that blue dragons tend to find deserts the most comfortable environment-wise. So searching the dunes is a good place to
We've
start.
narrowed it down to one biome.
Actually, and you do know that the young dragon that you slayed had come north from the Fingerlings camp, beyond the rune gates.
Then that's probably it, right?
He came from the north?
Correct.
I think we got it.
So we go to the town.
Yes.
Do we want to just go now? Because if we don't make it to the...
Well, the town's only like a day from the portal. Less than a day. Dakota said like less than a full day's travel. So
Yeah, but say that, the jewel of her empire is, even further north than that.
sure. Okay, well, if we're pretty sure that it's up near the town, maybe we don't. Well, we can still get sending, but maybe we start heading out towards the town tomorrow instead of sticking around Athalos, and then we can readjust tomorrow if, while
I think that's a good
talking
idea.
to her, it ends up being.
That also means that if it is specifically the place we already know it is, we could try and have a nice full rest before we arrive.
Yeah.
Like we could camp. That way it's not like, oh, you guys are here early, let's go ahead and fight.
Sure. Okay.
That way if we spend any spells and Garm can replace sending with something else.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I feel like us sending her a message isn't going to be met very well.
Well, just a clarification on, hey, you said jewel of your empire, but we are not from this place. So what did you
We're not
mean?
from here.
What directions, please, so we don't get
Um,
lost.
But
We're
she doesn't
tourists.
seem very she doesn't seem very charitable is kind of my idea, my point.
I think we
wants
should
us
go
to
ahead
fight
and
her.
head that way because if for any reason if the dragon doesn't want to answer or if we have any other difficulties finding this place, I don't want the dragon heading here.
Yeah, trying to find us.
Agreed.
So if we can't find the jewel, we can at least head to the desert and make ourselves easy to find when we're ready.
Can you ascertain position with sending?
No, I don't think so.
I can know if they're within a mile with primeval awareness.
I just
Once we
meant
get to
like
the desert.
could she realize where we were based off of the fact that we were sending her a message?
She made mention to the fact that she already knows where Athalos is, so I assume she kind of knew that it was like our home base of sorts.
What a nerd.
I know, right?
Well, and she showed that she could change shape. For all we know, she might have been to Athlos already.
Oh my
Lich
god,
had-
it's already.
The Lich had her, right?
I think if a
Well,
stranger
she
had
seemed
shown
to
up,
work for the Lich.
She didn't work for him because she was pissed at him. I think
she didn't like
she didn't like him.
True, but he had sent her to fight us.
Yes, I believe that it was probably. I assumed this is both Cameron and No saying this. I assumed that he had her captured or something and
Well, yeah,
presented her
But she-
with freedom.
yeah,
exchange
but
for killing.
she was still under his employment, even if it was by sketchy means. So I don't think she's been to Athelos because she was
Yeah,
From what you gathered from your
was
conversation
under
with her,
the Monas of him.
she traveled south to the tower after finding her child had been killed.
Ooh.
That was the dark shape that you guys saw flying above the house when you were right outside, when you were doing Operation Tunnel. She thought
Good
that the
operation.
Lich had killed the young dragon. and he informed her that it was you guys instead.
He's
He
a
should
bitch.
But
just
she
say
was
that
so
the Lich did
disdainful.
What a snitch.
She was so disdainful of the Lich that she wasn't willing to do his dirty work for him.
Okay.
Which gives you the idea that she probably would not ever have been in his employ.
Okay.
Whatever.
Cool.
We
Okay.
should just try to convince her that the Lich did it again.
He's like, no, he lied to you. We were actually innocent, and then we killed
We
him.
admitted to it.
Yeah. Oh, pretty openly.
We
Several
should be like, we should try to restructure that and be like, we were complicit in it, in that we didn't defend the young dragon, but it's
We knew it was
because
happening.
We looked the other way.
it was because the Lich was threatening to kill our mom if we got in the way.
True.
I
Our dwarf
Um,
druid mom.
think pretty foolproof plan.
Okay, wait. So I get it straight. Tomorrow, Garm sending while we're on our way to the ruined town to talk to the dragon and confirm what this jewel shit is, and then the next day is day 6, and that'll be us getting all the way to right outside wherever the location is, and then we rest up for day 7. The conversation. Yes.
Sounds accurate to me.
Good shit. All right.
Alrighty. That is what we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for today. Good session, everybody. And tomorrow,
Fresh.
next week, we will be picking things up as the party heads back into the desert to find this dragon empress.
Saren's thrilled about being desert again.
Yep, exactly.
Yep,
Alrighty.
we got a
Look,
plan.
I
We
just
got a plan to
want
face
it
the
to all
dragon.
be
It's
okay.
Operation Desert Storm. Wait.
Exactly.
Oh no, not again.
Good shit. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you next week. Again, feel free to check out these videos now available on YouTube. I know
Yay.
Leah's planning on streaming later today as well. She's gonna finish playing. Maybe I don't think she's gonna finish
Used
the
to.
game, but she's gonna keep playing God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah. Keaton's streaming tonight
Keaton
too.
is streaming tonight as well, so go ahead and check him out at Calte Ritter. And
Ian's face it.
If you don't have anything else to do after all that's done, start Naruto.
there you go.
You can talk to me about Naruto.
Never too
If
late.
there's one thing you could pick up from today's session, it's that you should be watching Naruto
Start Naruto.
And maybe
And don't start
Maybe watch The
crediting Ian.
Godfather again.
and The
Good movie.
Godfather.
Yeah.
Maybe watch The Godfather. Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Yeah,
Sure.
Pretty good.
Just the soundtrack though, if you really have no time.
Yeah, if you could do it during a drive,
There you
true.
go.
listen to the soundtrack. Good
Mhm.
laugh.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'll come back.